Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Arnold. I'm a student actuary working and studying in the UK. So in the UK, it's kind of a taboo to talk about your salary, and people kind of refrain from talking about it, even though I believe that talking about your salary actually helps a lot of people understand and benchmark themselves against the average. So the power goes to the employee, and they know whether they're overpaid or underpaid, and they can make informed decisions about their career progression. In this video, I won't be talking about my salary because in my employment contract, the contract has specifically stated that I can't be talking about my salary. However, I've talked to some recruiters in the past year. They have all given me a rough guide on the actuarial salary in the UK market so that I can benchmark my own salary against the salary average in the industry. So in this video, I'll be summarizing what I've learned from all these interactions with recruiters and give you a rough idea of the actuarial salary during the early game, mid game, and late game of your career. When you're an entry-level actuary, you haven't got much experience, and during the first few years of your career, your salary is pretty much based entirely on the exam passes that you have. Typically, an actuary will start out with around 28 to 33k pounds in the UK, depending on your location and your sector. As you progress with your exams, a lot of employers will incentivize exam passes by giving you a pay rise on each exam pass. For the majority of the exams, you will be looking at around 1k pay rise per exam per annum. And these exams take around 5 to 7 years for an average person, and alongside with that, you also get a bit of extra pay rise to recognize the increase of your experience. So by the time you're nearing the end of your exams, you'll be looking at around £60,000 for someone that is nearing qualification. You might want to clear your exams as soon as possible by making sure that your employer is giving generous study packages, study leaves, and exam support. So once you're qualified, people will start looking at your post-qualification experience and also your job performances. In general, it's quite possible to be earning more than £100,000 per annum if you're ambitious enough after 5 years of post-qualification. After talking to recruiters, I have a sense that after 10 years of post-qualification experience, most people are looking at around 100,000 per annum. In the late career, it really depends on a lot of factors. It depends on the luck, your connection, how ambitious you are in terms of your career. Some people will start coasting along their career and they're happy. Some other people are more ambitious. They want to enter the senior management. When you're at that level, the world is your oyster. At that point, when you're CEO or CFO, you might not be considering yourself as an actuary anymore. So now we've talked about the early game, mid game, and late game in your career. And now let's talk about other different factors that influence your pay when you're an actuary. So the first thing that influences your pay will be your location. So in general, when you're an actuary in the UK, compared to being in London and not in London, the people working in London in the same role will get paid higher. So when you're doing your job search, you might want to consider that, but also bearing in mind that the cost of living in London is also higher. Under the pandemic, things might change a little bit because companies are realizing that they don't really need people in London in order to do their job. The next factor that influences salary is the sector that you work in. Normally, you'll find actuaries in 3 different sectors: reinsurance, consulting, and insurance. On average, reinsurance pays the most salary, followed by consulting, and followed by insurance. However, the base pay doesn't really give you the full picture. We have to look at bonuses as well. And after taking into account bonuses, reinsurance pays by far the most bonus. It's not uncommon to hear bonuses of around 20% of base salary from people working in reinsurance. Next will be insurance, which is in the mid-range, around 10 to 15%. For consultancy, they get the lowest bonuses by far. I'm not sure why this is. If one of you watching right now is working in a consultancy and you know what's the reason, please let me know under the comment section below. And yeah, that's it. I hope this video gives you a bit more information about your salary and gives you a bit of idea when you are negotiating your own salary as well. As usual, if you like my video and the content and you find it useful, please give me a like and subscribe. Please follow me on social media on Instagram and Twitter at _Arnold Ho, and please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you want to see next from me. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.